Jim, congratulations. The perfect response really after Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think last night's training made a lot of difference, and great credit to the players. We just made it, we knew what they were going to play, we matched up, we talked about the strengths of the system, the weaknesses, and but I thought the lads applied themselves really well, mixed the game up really well in terms of playing. There were some fans complaining about us playing, but I thought there was some really good football, and we looked like we could control the game at home, and we looked like we could keep a clean sheet, and that's what I really want from this season.
You were very patient. Curzon obviously packed the midfield in that first 20 minutes particularly, but once the first goal went in, there was only really one outcome, wasn't there?
Well, I didn't know what their response was going to be, whether they were going to change tactically. When Ferriby changed their shape, they changed their shape, but they kind of stuck with their shape, and we were able to stick with ours. And then by keeping Darren and Jason and Matty in a kind of a high free, we constantly had threats, and the second and third goal were going to come. And if we had played a little bit better in terms of the breakout ball, then I think we could have caused more problems. But I was really pleased with the clean sheet, and really pleased for the lads who got off the mark.
Particularly pleased, I think, for that front three, because there was a great fluidity about the front three tonight. They've given you real different options, and I know that was the area you felt you had to work on over the summer and do some major surgery on, and it's worked. Yeah,
it's not just goals. It's about getting us up the pitch. It's about the combination play, and I think we've seen that with Jason. Darren's not as fit as he could be at the moment, but you can see that the strengths he has in terms of frightening teams, in terms of getting down the sides of centre halves and creating opportunities. And the work that we did yesterday was kind of getting the front two to work as a pair, and then getting obviously a platform to release Matty. And once you do that, then we've got a real threat from the central areas.
I thought it was interesting watching obviously Curzon playing the same system as Stockport County tonight, but I thought the difference was the wing backs this evening. The way you employed your wing backs was much more effective.
I don't know. Joe Guest is quite an athletic lad, and he had an assist on Saturday himself, and but Sam does his defending excellent. We just talked about a couple of areas where he can improve on the attacking side, earlier crosses, more effective crosses. But like I said, you're retraining players who kind of stereotypically kind of chip balls up instead of playing effective balls. And when I say retraining, literally you've got players just chucking the ball up the line, and we kind of have to teach players how to scan the options, play the right options. And but yeah, I thought Connor, he looked really strong in training last night, and that was a good choice to start him. And Sam, and they made the system work. And I thought Dan Kelman did really well, alongside Clarkey. We looked fairly solid with the three against their two, and they never really sprung any runners that caused us problems because of the work rate of Jimmy Ball and the players in front. So pleased with the clean sheet. And like I said, there was a lot of individual battles. The back three were against two, the front two against the three were separate little gang battles, if you like, but generally it was a man-on-man situation across the pitch, and I thought a lot of players won their individual battles.
Clean sheet was really only under threat in that last minute, but what a save from Ben Hinchliffe to keep that one out. Wonderful save.
Yeah, but I think perhaps that's the the experience between the two keepers. We obviously had a routine for our free kick, and caused a bit of indecision in the keeper, and he's bit, and we've gone down his side, whereas Ben's a bit more experienced, and we've talked about his role on set plays is to be that side, and it was a fantastic effort. If he had bitten across the pitch to the other side, I think he wouldn't have got back, but he stood his ground, did his job, held his side, and turned it over. But again, I was disappointed with the way we conceded that, because it was a throw-in where we've given away cheap ball. So this, look, I'm not a perfectionist, but I analyse the game and there's areas we can improve, and I think when we play the better sides, we do need to add bits, distribution from back to front when we decide to hit the forwards, how we link, how we rotate in midfield, how we restart play from throw-ins. There's loads to work on, because we do take good possession and make it a fight ball, and we've got to learn how to keep good possession and maintain good possession from free kicks in the middle third, throw-ins in the middle third. Final quarter it's all about delivery of ball and creating opportunities to score. But in the middle third, you know, we need to be craftier in terms of how we play our patterns and maintain possession and make it effective in terms of linking the front three.
It's been a perfect day, really, the result tonight. And then before the game, we heard that Adam Thomas, the injury's not as serious as we thought it might be. It's certainly not a recurrence of the ACL, which is great news. The other good news, of course, Gary Stopforth was here tonight and is due to sign for the club, which is, again, people will be welcoming him back.
Yeah, obviously on tonight's performance, but you know, you've got to wonder where he might fit in. But like I said, we have employed a diamond. You know, Sam Walker came on today and looked a little bit stronger and sharper.
Yeah.
So we've got a natural diamond-shaped form in there. You know, Harry Brazil's a really good player, and I think he's got a chance. But when you've got an opportunity to bring in experience, to give you that option of playing a diamond, to give you that option of playing with lots more energy in midfield is going to be important for us. It also allows us perhaps to release other players into attacking role, because there's going to be a high demand on Jason and Matty and Darren, and we need to be able to perhaps use a system that takes the pressure off them a little bit. But like I said, it was a good game today, and it was nice to be able to give the likes of Ben and George that experience, and you know, give them a taste of what it's like to play in the first team. And like I said, I know from now to the end of the season we're going to use all these players considerably, and we'll need strengthening, and we're still looking to add players just to keep competition lively, keep training lively, and like I said, keep ourselves strong so there's no weaknesses in the team. 3,000
here tonight as well to watch it, and hopefully they'll all be back on Saturday against Harrogate, and that's a tough game for you, of course, against a full-time team.
Yeah, they had a great start to the weekend. I don't know how they got on tonight. We'll have to, obviously, between my day job and the evening and the kids, and is to go and watch the videos and analyse the opposition and prepare for Thursday, come in Thursday and just look at what we do well, look at what the opposition do well, look for some weaknesses, and then, like I said, bring on Saturday. It's a nice step for us now, because we do need to now, the challenge for us as a team is to be able to at home keep clean sheets, control games and beat higher placed teams, and if we can do that, then we'll put ourselves in a position to be able to strike for the top.
Great win, congratulations.
Thanks so much.